one of you. If you are visiting us for the first time, welcome you in the name of the Lord. Please feel at home, and the Lord is going to minister to us. And first of all, once again, happy Mother's Day. I thank the Lord for all the mothers. I remember my mother at this time. She is in heaven. I remember my mother here. She is here with me, and I thank the Lord for our mother. Pray for our children's mother, Shaji. She is here. I remember, thank the Lord for all our wonderful, loving mothers who is in this church. May the Lord bless you and continue to seek the face of the living God. You are done a wonderful job contributing to the community and to the kingdom of God. It is a great joy to celebrate this Mother's Day with you. And so our Sunnyvale project will be happening next Sunday after we pray for all the team leaders. So we will be straight away after lunch, we will be going to the community to start our Sunnyvale project. So this is an year of, so we have some little function towards the end of this service. So that's what everything I had to cut short. So I'm trying to make some extra room for including some of the things that we need to do to celebrate our Mother's Day. And we have a feast for everybody, especially today we will give preference to the mothers and prospective mothers will go first and eat today. And the fathers and the gentlemen, please wait until we serve them this Sunday. So, year of flourishing, that's what we are asking God to bless us and flourish us. Psalm 92 verse 13, those who are planted in the house of the Lord shall flourish in the courts of our God. So we are planted by God for a purpose, and we are going to flourish. We are going to conquer. We are going to establish things for the glory of God, and we are going to establish our family, our children, and reach out to the community and different nations and the globe to see what the Lord is doing universally. And Isaiah 58 verse 11, the Lord will guide you continually. And we need the guidance of the Lord in all areas of our life and satisfy your soul in drought. When you are struggling, God is going to satisfy you and strengthen your bones. You shall be like a watered garden. That means you will be having green all the time. You will have fruits, and people look unto you, and they will see great things happening in your life. And you will be like a spring of water whose waters do not fail. So I titled my sermon today is Mom Knows Best. Mom knows best. I know many of the kids are laughing. They don't agree. When they are able to talk at the age of 3 or 4, they started correcting mom, right? Ma'am, that is not right. I am right. And so that is a fact. So this morning I just wanted to honor mothers and your role in our life, our family's life. I just wanted to bring a story from 2 Kings chapter 4, verse 8 through 37. And let's talk about a mother. And she's not started as a mother. She was a barren woman when we see her at the first in this chapter. So 2 Kings chapter 4 verse 18 and 19 says, and the child grew. Now it happened one day that he went out to his father to the repairs. And he said to his father, my head, my head. So the father said to the servant, carry him to his mother. That's the story. So a child was in danger. He had a headache or a severe pain. He cried unto the father. He said, Father, I am struggling. I'm having some problem. I have a headache. So immediately the father said to the servant, carry him to his mother. So when the father was helpless, he immediately thought of his wife or the mother. When he had the confidence that when he sent this child to the mother, he will be taken care of. It shows the importance of a mother. the role a mother can play in a child's life, in a husband's life, in a family life, it is very, very important. So we can see this particular woman. When you read 2 Kings chapter 4, verse 8 and 9, that is the starting point of this notable woman. Her name is not mentioned in the Bible. And the first important point I just wanted to bring about mothers is mothers discerns well. They have the discerning ability. So 2 Kings chapter 4, verse 8 and 9. Now it happened one day that Elisha went to Shunem. It's a place where there was a notable woman. And she persuaded him to eat some food. So it was, as often as he passed by, he would turn in there to eat some food. So this lady identified a man of God who was walking by the road, and somehow she divinely discerned that this is a man of God. So mothers, you have an ability to discern things well and properly. And she immediately said to her husband, "Look now, I know this is a holy man of God who passed by us regularly." So Elisha used to pass by this house, and this woman, notable woman, would notice him, and she recognized him as a man of God. She immediately approached to her husband and said, "This is a holy man. We need to do something." It is the discernment is a divine nature. God supernaturally vested in the life of a mother or lady, a woman. And they see things differently. You experience in your life, your family life, I see something, in one angle, my wife always sees the different angle of that. So that is important in family life. That is the discernment. So that is the strength of a family. If you agree for everything at the same time, there is no discernment. So things won't go straight. And they see things differently. A rational judgment is very important. So the first important criteria or characteristics of a godly woman is the discernment. They discerns well. I wish Agape Church family, all our mothers have the ability to discern well. And they see things differently. They understand things differently. They contribute their commitment to the family in such a way that God has given you divine wisdom to discern certain things. So second important characteristics about this particular woman is she was a team player. And what happened is, she was a good communicator. So she had a desire. She discerned about the servant of God, and she was very detail-oriented. She analyzed this man, and she had the ability to connect people, to get them involved. This is all the characteristics a godly woman should have. Must be a good communicator. You need to do things in detail and understand things and connect people in the family, connect with the children, your husband and the community and the church, and get them involved in the things that they need to accomplish. Connect the family together is another important thing a mother is going to do. So 2 Kings chapter 4 verse 10 says, she immediately talked to her husband. She said, "Please, let us make a small upper room on the wall." So we need to do something for this man of God. We need to be in action. We need to see what we can do for him. And let us put a bed for him there. So everything is very detailed. She wanted to put herself in that man of God's shoes and see what are the things he is in need for him to rest into my house. How can I welcome a man of God, a servant of God? Or how can I welcome the presence of God into my life, into our life? That was her concern. And she very minutely planned everything that a man is required. A bed, a stand, and a chair, and a lampstand. So just imagine how caring she is. Thank the Lord for the caring heart of mothers. And she planned everything. So it will be whenever he comes to us, he can turn in there. Dear mothers, make a provision to welcome the presence of God into your life, into your family. Make room to prepare something to welcome the presence of God, and that will change your life. So this lady was a barren lady. She never had any children. And she wanted to have kids, but she was consuming that in her own and was satisfying her pain. But this was an opportunity that she wanted to serve the man of God. And she prepared her life. She discerned it well, and she communicated. As a team player, she took action to do something. The third important characteristic, she was a non-complainer. She never complained about the problem she had. Never complained about what she was lacking or what she doesn't have. She learned to live in joy by trusting in God. Children of God, we may have setbacks in life, things which we wanted, we may not have it there. But don't be a complainer. And your trust in God must be deeper and deeper. And you believe in God for things that you needed. And she was trusting in God without complaining. But the promise came to her based on her obedience and serving the servant of God. So 2 Kings chapter 4, verse 16 through 17, when we read, says, then he said, but about this time, so what happened is the servant of God started coming to her house. She used to be a regular visitor. He comes and stays there. And one time he realized that, she doesn't have a child. So his servant found that out. So the man of God asked him, call her. I'm going to bless her for her obedience. I'm going to bless her for her sacrifice. I'm going to pray to the Lord to bless her and make her as a mother. And then he said, about this time, next year you shall embrace a son. And she said, no, my Lord, man of God, do not lie to your maidservant. So it was beyond her comprehension to believe that, because there was reason. But the woman conceived. He said, this is not a possibility that we can carry children at this point, because they were old in age. But the woman conceived and a son, and bore a son when the appointed time had come, which Elisha had told her. So the Lord blessed her for her commitment, for her obedience, for her service, for her sacrifice. And I know that many of our mothers, they are not selfish. They freely commit their life to serve their children, the family, and the community. And your reward is going to be great. And God will notice everything that you do for your community, your children, your family, your church, and continue to serve the people of God. So what happened? The story is very interesting. So this child grew, and he started to go to help his father when he goes out. So the first verse I read, when he was in the field with his father, he had a headache. And he cried unto the father, Father, I have a problem. Then immediately he sent the son to the mother. So the son was sitting on her lap. And the story is sad when you hear this. On her lap, the son died. So what happened? So this lady was so much faith. And she was a woman of action. We didn't say that she did not cry. And she had faith. And what she did is she took this dead body of this child. And she immediately went to the room that she created for the servant of God, and he placed the dead child on that bed. Woman of action. A brave woman, brave mother. And the fourth important point is she was a woman of action. And what happened in 2 Kings chapter 4, verse 21 through 25, she went up and laid him on the bed of the man of God. When you face difficulties and challenges, don't get perplexed. Don't get confused. You know your God whom you serve is more than enough to bless you, to meet your need and solve your problem. She shut the door upon him and went out. You don't see she is struggling, she is crying. She is peacefully handling the situation and taking control of the situation. Then she called to her husband. He said, I need some things from you. Please send me one of the young men and one of the donkeys that I may run to the man of God and come back. So she did not tell her husband that the child passed away. Her faith was so strong, and she could not even believe that this child is not going to be there anymore. She should not tell her husband that the child is passed away. She said, I need a young man. Send some donkey. I need to go and see the man of God. That is unwavering faith of a mother. The belief of a mother. And I wanted to go and see the man of God. And then I will come back. So he said, why are you going to him today? He was thinking, she's taking care of this young boy. You know, I sent to you a sick child. Why are you going to the servant of God? Can you take care of him? She was not revealing the full story. It is neither the new moon nor the Sabbath. And she said what? It is well. Everything is okay. You don't worry. I just need a young man and a donkey I just wanted to go and see the servant of God. Mothers, when you go through tough times, when you go through challenges, be strong in the Lord. A woman of courage, a mother of action, a mother of strong faith. That is what this society and the people need from our mothers. She said, everything is okay. So the husband might have asked, is everything okay? Our son is doing well. She said, it is well, everything is well. And she saddled a donkey and said to her servant, drive and go forward. Do not slacken the pace for me unless I tell you. So she was very strong. She said, man, unless I tell you, don't stop the horse. Or, don't stop the donkey. And I want you to keep on going. You don't need to chat with anybody. You don't need to look around. And I have a determination to reach the man of God. So the story turned out as a miracle. So first, I'm going to stop it immediately. My time is pretty much up. So the last point is, she was a woman of faith. So 2 Kings chapter 4, verse 29 to 30. And so the Gehazi is the servant of the Elijah. And he saw this woman is coming. And then he said to Gehazi, get ready yourself and take your staff in your hand and be on your way. So Gehazi, he told his servant Gehazi, you get ready. If she needs any help, I want you to go with my staff. And my staff will do things for you. If you meet anyone, do not greet him. And if anyone greets you, you do not answer him, but lay my staff on the face of the child. So this lady came and told the servant, the child dead. So the prophet said, take my staff and put the staff on the face of the child. And the mother of the child said, as the Lord lives, as your soul lives, I will not leave you. So he arose and followed her. Her determination was so strong. She was not satisfied with the servant or the staff. She knew one thing: if this man of God can come and visit my house, things will change. So finally, Elisha decided to go with her. And he went and prayed, and the child got his life back. In this Mother's Day, I want our mothers to have a wonderful faith and start honoring God and His presence. God can remove every impossibility in your life. And He's a good God. And He's a sovereign God. From the story, the things that the Lord wanted to tell you this morning is, and be a woman of discernment. You discern right and wrong. You make good choice for your life and your family. And you understand things of God and value it and try to attain it by sacrificially paying a price. Be a team player. Involve. Share your desire, your concerns. Get involved with your family and with your husband and your children. Be a team player. Connect things together and communicate and bring things into existence. And this lady planned everything and persuaded the servant of God to come and stay with her. So her life has been changed. And she became a mother by honoring the presence of God, by giving importance to the presence of God and things of God. Of course, she went through some tough times, even though she lost the child. But she had the faith, and without complaining, she took action. And finally, her faith made everything possible for her. This Mother's Day, I pray that God is going to touch your life in such a way that you will see great things what the Lord is going to do through your life. I appreciate all our mothers, what you're doing for the kingdom of God and people of God. May the Lord continue to bless you. And Mom knows best. Children of God, young generation, your mother knows things better than anybody else. Don't pretend that you know everything. Talk to your mom. Communicate to your mom before you communicate anything with anybody else. They have divine wisdom. God ordained them for your life. They will share things that is important for you. Sometimes they will ban things that is bad for you. And take it as that is the best thing to honor your mother. I did that throughout my life. Doesn't matter how big you are, how tall you are, how rich you are. Your mother is your mother. With your mother, be a child. Talk to them, respect them, honor them. Do whatever you can do for them. Not just on this Mother's Day. I know I heard that Mother's Day, the sale was big, around $40 billion. Mother's Day sale. It is good that you buy good things for your mother. But every day of your life, days of your life, honor them. Be with them. Help them, support them. Ask questions to them about your life. They will pour wisdom on you. You have prayer protection covering upon your life. It will never go wrong. Happy Mother's Day. May the Lord bless you.